that we get young men and women prepared to get their mind right so that when they go out into these so-called careers that we have out here, that so many people are blessed to have, that I must understand how to deal with certain things. And so what happens in the urban communities oftentimes, a lot of people have the solution without the process. And so they think that the solution is I just need to work. For a young fella or a young woman, if I don't understand getting up early in the morning, working really hard and outworking everybody else, and understanding that the things that happen to me in my community, there's no reflection on what happens to the next man or woman that I work next to. But I gotta learn that. So at Second Call, we do life skills, to whereas we teach individuals not to piss in the water. We teach individuals how to love themselves. We teach individuals about low self-esteem and dysfunctional family, and how do I go out here and make it right in my community for the communities I destroyed. There are so many people here tonight who had a hand in my growth. I mean, when I look at my childhood friends, Tony Jackson, when I look at the future of Bobby Rogers and Marcel and Charles and Jeffrey Henderson Jr., I think about those individuals because not only is my job to help aid and assist in all righteous endeavors, but to empower. Because when I go to a great organization like Kaiser, and when I go to Metro, and I go to the city of LA, and I go to the Hathaways, the Swinnertons and all that, and we say, hey man, how come I don't see no blacks on the job? Well, hold on, brother, they ain't like you can't have them on the job, but we bring them out here the first day, they have a dirty drug test. Or they show up at 6:01 and work starts at 6 o'clock. That's a behavior that I must change. And so we teach that. And so for me, everybody talk about how great the IBEW is, which it is, but make no mistake about it, the IBEW is in relationship with NECA. And so without NECA, which is National Electrical Contractors Association, we wouldn't be out there like how we are. So with that, you guys need to understand that this brother right here, Jim Wilson, who's a dear friend of mine, who understands what we're doing, go out there, him and his son is out there in the Nickerson Gardens, getting young men and women into playing football. Over there in A Trade Hood doing the same thing. Man right there, Jim Wilson, his lovely wife, Sue. They help with that to help young men and women in the community. But he's also the president of NECA. And his partner in crime, David Knott. These are individuals who've never been down and don't understand that, but they help because of, you know why? We sent a product out there that's been empowered to where when they give us an opportunity, we can do it. Which leads me into understanding how in the community, the trauma that happens with Skip and Shanae, we talk about that trauma of seeing murders to where murders and people dying and going to prison is almost like a badge of honor. That is dysfunctional. Right? And so how do I take that, channel that, and then go to work and be productive? When I met my dear friend Dick Reed, his lovely wife, there was one thing he told me in the beginning. This was back when his hair was all black. His brother still looked good, His wife hasn't aged. So the brother told me, he said, man, you're gonna have a couple of problems. He said, the first problem you're gonna have is that you have no family in the local. Second problem, you're gonna have your black man. And he told it to me straight up. I said, all right. So I took that challenge and I understood that I had to correct myself. And then once I understood it, I took it back to my community. And then when I met Skip was doing some things, getting young brothers, men and women jobs. And I told him, brother, we gotta get careers. Job is an acronym for Journey of the Broke. We don't do that. In order for me to do what I need to do, I need to be in a career, which is gonna lead me to who's gonna receive Second Call, Second Chance at Love and Life Award. Is that it was the IBEW and NECA who gave me the opportunity where they allowed an ex-con, ex-gang member, individuals from the community into the trade. Then I went to Moral Metals, and from day one of the things that I knew was that they treated me like a family. They didn't look at me like I was a black kid from the ghetto. And I can tell you, I had a chance to meet Betty and Bob, the founders of Moral Metals, and then they son and daughters, Rob, Karen, and Kathy. Karen, rest in peace. And then the younger generation, Grant, Chandler, Lexi, Caitlin, TJ, Adam, and then the newest member, Mackenzie. She the newest member of the Metals family. But from top to bottom, One of the things that really impressed me was that even though that we went and they're the owners, if anyone have a chance to sit down and talk to this family, man, when they talk to you, they treat you as if they only talking to you. And you feel like family. That's how it is when I met Dick, Jim, Dave, all the individuals who everybody taught when I was in prison that I'm supposed to hate were the very individuals who helped educate me and train me to where I'm at now. It ain't because I'm handsome and I'm a superintendent. It's the fact that I was trained and I was empowered. And when I go sit with Rob and I'm talking to individuals, they talk to me as if I'm family. And so when I sit and talk, the door is open. When I talk to Jim, we sit down and we talk, and I learn and I bring it back to my community. And I'm just an extension of that. And it started when I went to the church with my pastor right here, and he gave me an opportunity, and from there we have just grown. But more importantly, the family of More Meadows just represent just good stuff that I'm going to be a part of and bring it to the community. They have hired individuals from the community, and when you see this video, before they come up, you will see the impact they had. And I mean, their mother and father has to be smiling down on them with a sense of they've done well because they're very humble. They don't have to talk to us, but they're very humble, very accommodating, and they just deal with their hearts and do things that other individuals might not know about, or they lack second call and think other things in other communities, and they do things with the utmost integrity and respect. So I'm forever grateful for that. So for that, we're going to show a video, and after the video, we're going to bring up the More Meadows family and present them with the Second Chance at Loving Life Award.